Tom Hardy is widely considered to be one of the most talented actors of his generation, and that he has a reputation for not always being willing to play by Hollywood's rules. Since making his on-screen debut in 2001, the London native has gone on to collaborate with some of the world's most talented filmmakers, including Ridley Scott, George Miller, Alejandro González Iñárritu, Sofia Coppola, and Christopher Nolan. He also created, produced, and starred in the FX hit Taboo, and earned an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor in The Revenant. Check out 10 things you didn't know about Tom Hardy. He won a television modeling contest. Technically, Hardy's on-screen debut came in 1998 when he took part in a modeling contest on the British morning show The Big Breakfast. Among the facts we learned about the then 21-year-old, he was a drama student who idolized Gary Oldman, liked Eddie Izzard, wanted to write and direct his own short films, and didn't like football. Tattoos. Hardy has body art and lots of it. He has been getting tattooed regularly for over 20 years, since the age of 15. His first tattoo was a fighting leprechaun on his right bicep. This was to honor his Irish heritage, which comes from his mother. She didn't feel very honored by this and burst out crying. His ex-wife was born in the year of the dragon, so Hardy got a dragon tattoo. He has since called it a mistake tattoo. For Hardy, each tattoo he has holds special meaning for him. Each tattoo signifies a time in his life that he had been through. He gets a tattoo for every job he does. For the movie Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, his tattoos had to be digitally removed. Talented family. Hardy comes from an extremely talented family. His mother, Anne, is a talented painter and artist. His father, Edwards Chips Hardy, is an author and comedy writer. Tom Hardy himself is multi-talented. He is a well-known actor, but also a screenwriter and producer. He and his father co-wrote and produced a miniseries called Taboo. On-screen debut. He made his on-screen debut in Band of Brothers. In September of 1998, shortly after he began attending the Drama Centre London, Hardy dropped out when he was offered a role in the Steven Spielberg-produced WW2 miniseries Band of Brothers. When asked about the experience by IGN in 2002, he said that, "Band of Brothers was my first job, so I was virtually out of the frying pan and into the fire, really. I'd not had previous experience with working in front of the camera, so there was dealing with that. Also, I had the research material. Not that I need it. I mean, I was in 2 episodes and had 12 lines. That was the sum total of work I had to do." Hardy made his big screen debut in 2001 as well, playing Twombly in Ridley Scott's Black Hawk Down. "I was the ranger who got left behind," he told IGN. He was sort of, if you could call it, comic relief to a very precarious situation. He almost played Mr. Darcy in Joe Wright's Pride and Prejudice. Hardy auditioned to play Mr. Darcy in Joe Wright's 2005 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice, starring Keira Knightley. The role ultimately went to Matthew Macfadyen, while a studio head told Hardy that, "Babe, every woman in the world has an impression of who Darcy is, and you're just not it." In 2009, Hardy told The Telegraph, "That hurt. That really hurt. I'd worn a blue shirt and jeans and a blue blazer, and been doing my best Hugh Grant impression. But now I was back to playing the wonky ski-with-teeth kid with the bow legs." He almost punched Shia LaBeouf in the face. Over the years, Hardy has developed a reputation for being a hothead on the set of his films, whether due to his exacting standards as an actor, his irascibility of his personality, or irritation with his co-stars. He's been known to blow his stack in ways Hollywood would deem unprofessional. One of the most infamous cases of this occurred on the set of Lawless, the Prohibition-era family drama that he starred in alongside Shia LaBeouf. At one point, the two brothers got into such a heated argument that it almost came to blows, with Hardy nearly punching LaBeouf in the face. They were able to clear the air and resume filming, but the incident made a mark on Hardy's record. He idolizes Gary Oldman. Every actor has that one actor or actress that they look up to as a mentor, role model, or hero. That one actor they would love to meet and work with. Hardy's is celebrity idol Gary Oldman. In the beginning of his career, Hardy had said he would love to work with Gary Oldman. He later went on to add that Gary Oldman is one of his heroes. In 2011, he told Shortlist that, "Gary Oldman is my absolute complete and utter hero. He's the effing man. I look at him and I want to be like that for my generation. I want to have that same quality. He's incredible." That same year, Hardy got the chance to star alongside Oldman in the Oscar-nominated Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. There is a definite hang on a minute moment, but I've got past the starstruck part now. Hardy said of getting the chance to act opposite Oldman. They have since worked together on 3 more films, Lawless, The Dark Knight Rises, and Child 44. He battled drug and alcohol addiction at an early age. With his star on the rise, Hardy was forced to confront an issue he had been dealing with since his teens, a serious alcohol and crack addiction. After shooting Star Trek Nemesis, Hardy checked himself into rehab. In 2014, he said, "I didn't want anyone to know I was out of control, but I couldn't hide it. I went in thinking I'd do it for a little bit until I can go out and drink and people forgive me. But I did my 28 days, and after listening to people who had been through similar circumstances, I realized I did have a problem." Hardy has been sober since 2003. Charities. With his drug and alcohol problem behind him, Hardy is committed to helping others suffering from the same problems. He has become an ambassador for the Prince's Trust Youth charity. Here, he helps London youth overcome the struggles and difficulties they are experiencing and help guide them to a better life. In addition to being an ambassador for the Prince's Trust Youth charity, he is a homeless charity patron in London. He also supports the Bold Cancer UK and Cancer Research UK charities. Part of this is definitely because of his past addictions. Hardy's definitely committed to giving back after having been down such a dangerous path. He's nothing but grateful for his success. Wanted to be a rapper. Hardy wanted to be a rapper. In fact, he had a record contract. His manager was the same man that manages the Fugees. He worked with Grammy-winning producer Warren Riker and Gordon Williams to record a couple of rap albums. His rapping career did not pan out, and he claims that he wasn't that good. Though we must admit, it would be pretty awesome to see Hardy on stage giving it another go.